Welcome to Let's Talk Dementia. I am your host, Carol Howell. I'm glad you've chosen to join me. Today we're going to talk about guilt. Ooh, that's not a thing that's very happy, is it? But before we get started, be sure and press that subscribe button down there so you know when we've got some new information for you. We don't want you to miss out. I have been asked to speak in a few weeks at a local support group for folks that are traveling all kinds of caregiving journeys, and they asked me to speak specifically on the subject of guilt. You know, guilt is one of those things that we experience throughout our life for a lot of different reasons. And I've been doing a little bit of research and thinking and planning about that presentation. You know, there's two kinds of guilt. There is guilt that is self-imposed, and there's guilt that is sin-imposed. And the guilt that is sin-imposed is an issue between you and God, and you need to work that out. You need to absolutely be figuring out what is causing that guilt and taking steps to correct it between you and your heavenly maker. But the guilt that is self-imposed, I expect, is the guilt that I will be addressing when I speak with this group. I've been thinking about that. Caregiving brings so many challenges, more challenges than you can ever imagine when you start that journey. And the challenges you face are often different than the challenges that your next door neighbor might be experiencing. So life is full of challenges, and many times those challenges do bring about a feeling of guilt. I'm learning in my life, and I'm a very slow learner on this subject, that I can't change everything. I can't fix everything. Now, I'm a type A personality. I did the DISC, the D-I-S-C survey, personality survey one time. I'm a high I, low D. That means that I want it fixed yesterday. If you've got a problem, you call me, I'm going to work it out. And when I can't work it out, then I feel a lot of stress and a lot of anxiety and sometimes guilt that I might have let down that person who needed me most. In my caregiving journey, that's my mama. And I know there are days when mama's having a bad day that I feel guilt. And I don't even know what that guilt is. Is it guilt or is it sadness that I'm feeling? And sometimes it's very hard to determine which it is. So we have to determine, are we dealing with guilt or are we dealing with sadness? And if it's guilt, many times it's self-imposed. You know, God put us on this earth to be salt and light, hands and feet. He did not put us on this earth to fix everything, no matter what my personality might tell me. He did not put me on this earth to fix everything. He did put me on this earth to do lots of important things, and there are a lot of things I am supposed to fix, but then I'm supposed to let go and let Him be in charge of everything else. I'm supposed to let Him be in charge of me while I'm fixing those things I can fix for sure. But there's things I need to totally let go of because God's got them, right? And that's true of my caregiving journey. I am trying very hard to remember that Mama's not going to have a good day every day. It's just not going to happen. Do you? I don't. I have stressful days. Yesterday was a very stressful day in my world, but today's been a lot better. So expecting my mama, who has advancing mid-stage Alzheimer's, to be happy all the time, well, that's unrealistic. So I've got to realize that I should not take on guilt because Mama's having a bad day or feeling sad or that her dementia is advancing or that I can't fix her problems. Well, recently I started reading a blog that's produced that has quotes from Joel Osteen, and I recommend you check it out. And at this minute, I cannot think of the gentleman's name that produces it. I'll get back with you on that. I tell you what, you look in the notes below this, and there'll be a link where you can sign up for his daily words from Joel Osteen. He produces it. This was what it said one day. Make up your mind that no matter what comes your way, no matter how difficult, no matter how unfair, you will do more than simply survive. You will thrive in spite of it. Why do we know this is true? Because God said, I will never leave you or forsake you. I stick to that verse. He is there with me through my caregiving journey, through the days when Mama's having a bad day, through the days when I'm feeling guilt that I had no reason to feel guilty about. And I hope that helps you in your caregiving journey. You can thrive because God's on your side. Knowledge brings power. Power brings hope. Hope brings smiles. I hope you've gained something today. Okay, here's your funny for today, because we're not going to think about guilt any longer. We're going to smile, aren't we? Okay, there seems to be two famous baseball pitchers who decided that they were just a little curious if there was baseball in heaven. They agreed that when the first of them died, that person would come back and tell the second one if there was baseball in heaven. Surely there would be, right? Well, as it came to be, the first one did die, and he came back and he told the second one, well, I've got good news and I've got bad news. The good news is, yes, there is baseball in heaven. The bad news is you're scheduled to pitch next Thursday. Blessings and smiles on your day.
Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to our channel. When you subscribe, you'll be able to stay up to date on our latest videos, and all of the videos are free. Check out my book, Let's Talk Dementia. It is available on Amazon. The link is in the description below. Blessings and smiles.